Hi there, and welcome to the August 2016 edition of Community Showcase Live, our fan art program, and we're so happy you're here with us this month. Wanted to introduce real quick those two lead-in pieces of music. I think they were both lovely, and the first was by Song Spinner called Ventari's Tablet. The song takes text from Guild Wars 2 lore and features an introduction based on that song you might know, Fear Not This Night. I went back sometime on Tumblr to find this. It's from April of 2015, so if you'd like to listen to it again, or this is so cool, as a pianist's daughter, I love this, you can download the sound, actual sheet music. You should check out our Tumblr page, April of 2015, and give it a listen and get that music. The second piece is by Eidolon Orpheus, and this is a composition called Timberline Falls. Eidolon Orpheus decided to explore a specific region and try to capture the colors, the textures, the personality of the different parts of the Timberline Falls area. So that was very enjoyable as well, and thank you both composers for your great work. My guest this week, I'm so happy to introduce you to Connie Griffith. And Connie, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, I am working on Guild Wars 2. I am on the expansion team. I'm one of the story designers, so if you've ever played any of the personal story instances, that's what me and my fellow teammates work on. So yeah,
that's
excited
nice
to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. And let me see now, that means that you could tell us all about what's coming in Expansion Pack 2 so that our players... Oh, you're not going to tell us what's in Expansion Pack 2. I had a feeling. I keep trying to trip up these guests to tell us
I can give you a huge hint.
Oh.
There are dragons in it. Dragons!
Oh, something new. That sounds like fun. Let's take a look at our first piece of art. This is by The Designs. This is someone who decided to experiment with our concept style, making, I call this a rakish Asura. Isn't it cute?
Oh, it's so, not just that, but I love the style. I actually have as my desktop background this very style that they did with all the Destiny Edge characters.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah, so I actually just love this like half painted, half sketch style.
Yeah, I think it's great. They wrote, I've always wanted to try this awesome sketchy style, a mix between loose line art and painted details. Let's see how far I can get with all my other characters, and I can't wait to see the other characters.
I would love to see more.
That'll be terrific. Ace Wraith created two comrades. These are Road and Zivix. Now, what we're told is Road, on the left there, is a Lightbringer who never takes her job seriously, whereas Zivix never is not irritated by that very fact. And you could see that irritation right in that facial expression.
Oh, I love his grumpy face and like the little furrowed eyebrows.
See the little two teeth there?
Uh-huh.
I have a thing for Asura teeth. I always have to mention it.
Me too.
Yeah, super cute. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most stunning pieces of cosplay I've ever seen. It's light luminescent armor, as you might tell, and it's by Demonsika. I can't believe the creativity that went into this piece.
Oh, it's incredible. Like the fact that it lights up. A, I really want to know how she got her skirt to light up. And B, it's breathtaking. Like the detailing on the boots, the molding, that must have taken a really long time.
I think so too. And then choosing this setting for the photographs is also creative.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for this creation. It's just beautiful. I know that I shared this in our company newsletter because it caught my eye so much. We have one that goes out every week inside the company, and it's always fun to show fan art. So, you know, when you share your art with us, the whole company is getting to see it, not only in this show, but also in the newsletter. And this piece, it's just beautiful. I keep wanting to look at it. The butterfly on the arm, the back piece. Oh, I have to move on, though, because this is cool, too. This is by Roxseal, and it's presenting Into Battle. It's a drawing made for their friend Delacour, and I really like this the presentation here and the colors.
Oh no, and the way that they set up the background, like the smoky bottom. Oh no, this is a great piece.
Terrific. Thank you for sharing that. Here we have Sikiria. This is the main character, and from what I understand, this is yet to be named, this character. I don't know how you have a character that doesn't have a name, but apparently maybe it's a name that's going to be changed in the future. I'm not quite so sure, but I really like that. I think it's great, and I love the quip.
Oh yeah, this engineer is awesome. I love the little confetti and flowers and like the little pig faces where the gun is supposed to be. Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's lovely.
And the pink hair.
And the pink hair,
Uh-huh.
that's true. Elvin M. created a new legendary concept and told a story about it. It's Hu Yi, Bow of the Ten Sons. It's modeled after a Chinese legend of Hu Yi, the mythical Chinese archer. And listen to this, it's just great. It is said that there were once 10 sons, each in the form of sunbirds. These sunbirds had been ravaging the land with intense heat. Hearing the pleas of mankind, Hu Yi decided to take care of the issue. Showing that he could take away all of the suns, he shot 9 of them from the sky, leaving 1 remaining. This concept is based upon the legend, and the bow starts as the final bird, which when unsheathed, 9 other sets of phantom-like wings emerge. You can see that in the concept there. The color schemes follow that of the sunset, and the footfalls are falling suns. Bow was made with Guild Wars 2 in mind as a legendary longbow. I have the Dreamer, and I have Kudzu, and I want that bow.
Oh, even though I have no say in this whatsoever, I would love a longbow like this. Not just this, but the way that this is set up. Clearly this person knows what they're doing, like the colors, the way that it's set up. Like this is ready for a modeler to come in and a designer to figure out, hey, how do we make this work?
Yes.
I love the stowed silhouette as well.
Yes, yes. It seems like it's very, very well thought, and to draw from real world legends, which sounds odd when you think real world and legends, but you know what I mean. To draw from a historical legend is so amazingly clever. I just think it's beautiful. Little animation over there showing the running effect. Oh, I could look at this for hours. I just love it. This is by Black Chaos, and they came up with another "wouldn't it be nice" concept. This is Hu Swift Shadow, a noble representative of the dreamed of Tengu playable race. Now, I've shared before that I'm not sure about playing as a chicken, but sorry, I'm only kidding. They do have a lot to be said. Connie, I think you're on board for the Tengu.
You know what? I think the Tengu are super cool. I gotta say, I would probably be on board with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's something that players have asked for before, and I just love this image and the serious expression, the coloring all being a subtle dark shades. Isn't that beautiful?
I mean, who doesn't want to play as a war chicken? Come on.
It's I don't know. It certainly has its appeal, I have to say. Yeah. It would, you know, you could be the member of the guild and be the feather in the cap of the. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. Never going to go there.
Just think of the puns.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said. I could wing it all night. Oh, never mind. Not even going to go there. Groovy Sweet here gives us a sketch of Air Stagalkin. I like this. I love the expression.
It's very Air. I mean, Air was a lady who knew her own mind.
Mm-hmm. Very strong, forthright. What you see, that's Air.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know. This is Sola the Adamant. This is by Charoban. That confident pose, love it, and I love the detail on the armor.
I like it as well too. It actually evokes a lot of like Roman legion sort of uniform. Like I love the white and the gold details.
The laced sandals.
Yes, yes, that too.
Yeah, it's got a very Romanesque feel to it, and the little face. I love char faces. This is a stunning bust of Air by Dantert. Amazing, blew my mind. I don't know if this is a work in progress or if this is the final piece. I mean, it certainly looks like a final piece to me. I just, what do you think?
Oh, this is some incredible modeling work. I mean, if you look in the top left corner, the way that the hair is modeled, how there's curves, like you can see the wolf worked into the leather there.
Getting the fur.
Getting the fur right is super hard.
Yeah.
No, this is really incredible. I would definitely love to see if any more work gets done on this.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful, and I haven't seen other pieces by Dantert, but that talent is just stunning. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, it really
it's
brings
lovely.
Air to life.
Yeah. Let's move on here to a video. I'm a big fan of Prime Score. Prime Score has done the most amazing things for us. Back a few years ago when Lion's Arch went through its bad period, Prime Score captured that, but then in a moment of joy, captured the new Lion's Arch in a beautiful, beautiful cinematic. And this one, so excited. This one features Bloodstone Fen. And I was so excited. The moment I heard we were going back to Bloodstone Fen, it was all I could do not to say, hey guys, we're going, oh, never mind, I can't say a word. But it was so exciting because I love Guild Wars. I love our history and our lore and that area. And didn't you work a little bit on episode one?
I did. In fact, I contributed a very tiny little bit to the, if you play through the night events, the ghosts, there's a little throwback to Guild Wars 1, a character that shows up. I worked a lot with Lindsay and Andrew, who are our Living World leads, and
Our lore hounds.
And our lore hounds. They know Guild Wars 1 like backwards and forwards, and so I asked them together. We kind of came up with an NPC that players would be like, I remember her. So if you play through Living World season 3 episode 1, you'll see my little character show up.
That's nice. And we have a peek at what Connie will be contributing, a little sneak peek of what she'll be contributing in in the expansion pack. So
Yes.
looking forward to that, which you won't tell me anything about again. But but let's watch this video by Prime Score. I think you'll really look, listen, and love. That's what I'm saying. So what did you think?
You know, that was really breathtaking. I have to say, sometimes as a designer, you know, you're so busy getting in there, trying to set things up, you know, trying to set up your content that you sort of gloss over the art, and I forget just what a gorgeous, how talented our artists are, what a breathtaking world we create. Like I said, I worked a bit on Bloodstone Fen, so when I was in there, I was like, rah, 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 this art getting in my way of my content. But
It's a box, right?
yeah, it's just a box that I put my stuff in, but you know, watching this gives me a newfound appreciation, like being able to see the whole area with new eyes. Yeah, that was gorgeous. That very talented Prime Score is.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prime Score. Thank you so much for creating that for us, for all of us. It's beautiful. Keep on keeping on. We do love your work. This is a cute little image. This is Great Globs of Ecto made Yuan. And the story behind this is that about a year ago, Great Globs of Ecto made the first image on the left there. And then the newer one in the foreground on the right is this year's version. So I can't help but think when I look at it that last year we had kind of a looking through rosy-colored glasses, naivete there on Yuan, and this year Yuan's gotten a little worldly wise.
Got a little more sass. I like it.
I like it too. That's cute, and little feet.
Oh, so adorable. I love a Seraphine.
Do you what is the race you play most?
I probably play my Sylvari the most, but I have a Sir Necromancer because I get a kick out of having this gothy little Sir running around.
It's kind of cute. The very concept of it is cute. Best death animation in the game.
Yes, agreed.
I hate to have mine die, but then when they die, it's just so darn cute. Let's do that again. I think I'll go and face Mordremoth. I'll solo Mordremoth just to watch that animation. This is Lisa Forgeborn, and it's by Starlight Sylph. I think it's beautifully, it's clever in the framing, and then the hair creating the bottom of the frame. And I was thinking that definitely locked and loaded here.
Oh yeah, that lady means business. Not just that, but like the use of color, like the green face paint, and then the green armor, like just really awesome. And like you said, the hair, gorgeous, like really well done with the hair.
And then on the other hand, not so pretty, but definitely purpose-built as well. This is Catarail by Vargorm, and nothing cute. I often think of the Asura, even when in battle, as cute. There's not much cute about this. Definitely got a job to do. Do it.
Would not want to run into this Asura in a dark alley.
Assuredly ready for battle. Here's a piece by forum member Jamie. She created 2 pieces of cosplay, as you can see. There's herself as Erstagalken, and then over on the right is herself and her boyfriend as Logan Thackeray.
Oh, that's really cute. I love seeing all this air love, because she was one of the members of Destiny's Edge that I really liked.
I did too. I liked her a lot. I liked her attitude. I liked her verve and her liveliness, I think, and her sense of focus.
Oh yeah, I mean, as leader of Destiny's Edge, right? Like there was a lot of respect for what she was trying to do.
Absolutely. This is by Vintage. A little story here is that when we announced Out of the Shadows, Vintage decided to make, like, as they call it, fake promotional concepts or posters about Out of the Shadows. Hey, look, there's this one, and then there's this one, and all the use of colors and all that.
It's really great. I really love how fun, especially the middle one. It has that sort of like street style poster feel to it.
Does almost, yeah. It's terrific. Here's Thief Seeker's Sevier Hope Seeker. Black and white images fascinate me in that they sometimes are more able to capture depth and dimension than a color image. Maybe our eye doesn't get as distracted. I'm not an artist, but I love this image. Oh, Thief Seeker, I should share with you. They wrote, this is a new character in my family, in the same Hope warband as my other Char, and notes he has very nice eyebrows.
He does have very nice eyebrows. I have to say, I really appreciate the sort of like Eastern artistic aesthetic, both with the black and white, and also just you know, the way that they wrote the Crichton script, and like they have the name seal. Like just overall, really great piece.
It is great, and that expression, ferocious. No, I shouldn't do 2 in a row. Poor Connie, she's gonna walk right out. I mean, I tell you, she's gonna hit the road. I'm done. This is by Bavis, and this is Plant Baby Dana. And you can see it's a Guardian, and Guardian with and without the effects. It's really cute. Holding the hammer, ready for battle. That's cute. It's a subtle thing, I think, because there isn't as much color, but there is some.
Yeah. I really like the art style, too. I mean, my main is a Sylvari Guardian, so
there you go.
I like this a lot.
Absolutely. Well done, Bavis. The charmingly named Woozy Interior presented a portrait of Mona the Sting. And let's talk about Mona. Mona is known as Mother, Huntress, Raven Shaman, and winner of the 1267 AE Alemoot drinking contest.
Gotta respect a woman who can hold her drink.
Absolutely. I would say that that is one accomplished Lady Norn.
I also really like the gear details on her buckler. I'm sorry, not her buckler, her bracer. It just really adds to the whole thing, along with like the trench coat and the shoulders, like
The braid.
Oh yeah, no, really great character design.
And then the face. I don't know, thoughtfully contemplating the raven wing or as a shaman. I don't know. There's just something lovely about that. Thank you so much, Woozy. Way to go. This is video is coming up. It's by the one and only Papaya. It's called The Force of Nature, and it has a lot of callbacks and a lot of homage to Tyrian history, principally Heart of Thorns, but you're going to see some callbacks to other times in the history of Tyria. Let's go ahead and give this a watch. But first of all, I think it's really sweet that they called out Corvus, another composer, for thanking them in completing this work, and I think it's wonderful how our community comes together for those things. So let's give this a look. Force of Nature. I thought that was so nicely done. It captured so many memorable moments.
That was really beautiful. The music was fantastic. It really showcased some of the kind of heartfelt moments, kind of like gotcha in the feels things that happen in our game.
Very much so. When the first time I watched it, I was like, oh no, not that.
Yeah, yep. Not to ruin it for anybody, but there are some moments that
things happen.
Yes, yes.
To put
Mistakes
it that way.
were made.
Getting back to the art, this is a stylized screenshot by Applelight69. I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, wow, that is interesting. Is that a sketch? And then I realized that they've taken a screenshot and then changed it into a black and white image.
Oh, and it's a cute little fur though.
One of my favorites. So cute. Ali Thieralon wrote, I attempted a t-shirt with a twisted watchwork moa. It reminded me of how much time I spent at the Marionette event.
Yes, yes.
You too?
Oh, and I love that sort of steampunk feel, and I'm actually really impressed that they got that level of detailing on a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I
it
have
is.
to ask them what their technique is.
It is. It is very detailed, and I don't know, the whole marionette, and being that they weren't exactly the most positive of characters, but then it's a moa, and you know what I mean. It's like, I don't know. They're so
Who can't
cute.
love a moa?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you train like 5 of them and they peck you to death, and then yeah.
Or if you fall out of the sky as a flightless bird in Bloodstone Fen.
Yeah.
Not so good then.
No.
Here's something that I think is just amazing. This is by Micah Martin, one of our Irish players. And Micah wrote us a great story. He's capturing the fond memories he has of Guild Wars and how much the game meant to him when he was a teenager, when he first started playing. And Micah now plays Guild Wars 2, and he intends to get tats of all of the Guild Wars gods over time, and wrote, no matter if 10 or 20 years down the line I don't have Guild Wars in my life, I'll always remember how much it meant to me, the communities and friendships I formed, and the fun and safety it provided during tough times.
You know, can I just say that hearing stuff like that from fans, honestly, that's why I'm in games.
Me too.
You know, sure, I'm not a doctor, I'm not out saving lives, I'm not a teacher, right, shaping minds of our youth, but, I struggle with that where it's like, I just make video games for a living. Like, what's so great about that? But then I've met several fans, especially like the Guild Wars fans, that told me, you created a world where I could forget about my problems and meet other like-minded people and just have fun and be myself. And I don't know, it made me feel like, you know what, I do have a purpose, right? Like, I'm not just some, person that's like doing stuff. Like, I also have purpose and meaning. And that's really great.
I think that sometimes entertainment is more than entertainment. Sometimes entertainment is escape, it's self-realization, it's reaching out to people. I used to be in the game in the early days and think, talking with people from Sweden and South Africa and Mexico and Asia and Australia and all these different people, and thinking about how different all our worlds are, and here we are sharing Tyria.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the joy of being able to give players like this shared experience.
Absolutely. It definitely keeps me going.
And I have to say, Dwayna is my favorite. I have the Dwayna Regalia outfit, and I rock that every time I'm in game.
I do too. I have her on one of my characters that I visit with players, and Dwayna has a special part in my of my heart. I think I like the concept behind Melandru and being a ranger. I mean, she means a lot to me as well. But Dwayna, she's kind of it.
Oh, absolutely. Seconded by Lissa.
Yeah. She's awesome too. Here's one by Azizla Swiftwind, and this is an image of Spruga. I love that intent and focused expression.
Oh yeah, that pose is great. I have that same hairstyle on my Sylvari Guardian.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Well, then we couldn't leave this one out.
Absolutely, faithful representation. Yeah. No bias.
This is Mishka by Mishka. Mishka wrote, this is my main for Guild Wars 2. She was my second character I made, and I fell in love with her right away. Engie for the win. You play an engineer, don't you, sometimes? Oh, it's Guardian.
No, I play a Guardian. I got a Guardian, a Mesmer that I die a lot on, and a Necro. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mishka did a really good job here with the colors and the expression.
Oh, and captured a lot of the details. Like, again, those little Asura feet.
The cutest, I know. And the little hair and ears. Oh, yeah, so sweet. This is by Taya Stern Einschweif, and this is Tatatot. The artist created everything that you see here, both the figure and the box. Took about 80 hours to put this together, and it was a gift for her boyfriend. I'm blown away by the level of detail.
Oh, what a labor of love. And you know what's funny? I actually was reading about this on social media. I think it came up in my Twitter feed at one point, and I was just thinking, wow, that is so incredible. Like, look at the detail on that crossbow.
Yes.
That's just amazing.
It's beautiful. And I think it would hold pride of place on any shelf, you know,
absolutely.
Anywhere you wanted to have.
With the custom box, that's dedication, that's commitment right there.
Yeah, well done there. Fabio de Oliveira has a weapons wish list, and this is Kusarigama. I think that's really amazing piece of art, don't you?
You know what? I'm not an artist myself, but I was married to an artist for many years, and I have to say this is a really, really great piece. The way, first of all, the way that they have the character posed in the center, right? +1 for Char, because Char are freaking awesome, and the dynamic pose, the way that the chain, just sort of wraps around, and then the tail loops back over, and then using the smoke effect, like very effective use of negative space. This is a great piece.
Yes, it's absolutely classic. I can see this framed in Pride of Place again. In
Oh,
someone's
I would.
home, or,
Absolutely.
it's beautiful. Thank you, Fabio. And here's another piece that I just was enchanted when I saw it. This is actually an oil painting. It's a Silvari Dragon Hunter by Jessica Friedman, and I love that in addition to being painted, it appears to have a stippling effect or a texturing effect over it. So it's a oil painting, which is a very traditional medium, but yet of a not so traditional subject.
Yeah. Oh, and they did such a great job of capturing. Like, I look at that, and that is clearly like a Silvari, right? Like the glowing blossom. Kind of wish that I had that hairstyle though.
I was going to say, we were talking earlier about this piece, and we both felt like it was a throwback to the 40s, right?
Yes,
With
yes,
the hair.
that sort of like curled, rolled, pin-up, like luscious locks. Wish my Silvari could rock that.
Yeah, she looks terrific. And then the back piece, I like that too. It complements the subtle coloring in the front, and then the bright back piece is just beautiful. Well done, Jessica. And this is by Hecka Secret. It just makes me smile.
It's so cute.
Yeah. This is Tipsqueak. Let's see if there's anything about Tipsqueak here. Let's see. Oh, yes. Tipsqueak is called the Destroyer of Ankles.
Looks like it.
And an unremittent and unrepentant destroyer of ankles. Look at that face.
Oh, yeah. little sass, little attitude there.
Definitely, definitely. And here's another one I love, Soda Paws. This is by Sodi the Soda. There's something going on with soda. I don't want to ask. I have no idea, but obviously there are a fan of soda. The lolling tongue and that grin, it's just too cute.
Got a little rock and roll attitude, mohawk.
Yeah, it made me think of Tim Armstrong back in the 80s. Maybe he still does. He had the big spiky haircut, usually multicolored, and this made me think, hey, it's kind of rocking the rancid thing.
Oh, yeah, and again, +1 for Char.
Yeah, definitely. He's so cute. Glorious Drawing gives us an image called Yota, and at first I thought that was a breastplate there, but then you pointed out it's actually a Gollum kitty, and of course it is. It's the cutest.
No, it's sitting on her lap. It's adorable, and there's like the little one in the back. Oh, yeah.
And the boots. Look at those boots.
And just like the vivid colors, just so great.
Kind of the chibi look, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, super cute. And then over here, we've got Ooble.
Oh, yeah.
Ooble gives us Voli, and Ooble reports, this just in from South Sun Beach. A tiny Grimborn was found running around with too many sparklers for their own safety.
Look at that mischievous look on their face, right? The sparklers are in their eyes.
It's
up
the
to
best.
No good.
It came in right around the 4th of July, and I noticed there's a little red, white, and blue subtle little muffler there going on. This is super cute. Thank you for sharing that, Ooble. And let's finish up with this image. This image touches my heart so very much. This is, of course, Traherne. It's by Leah Deluxe. It is beautiful. We have a newsletter. I send out a newsletter every week to the company, and this one was in it. I just keep looking at it and seeing more and more. I think it's so beautiful.
I mean, this is where I'm going to pretend like I know something about art again, but this is just a really fantastic piece, especially their use of lighting. Like, if you see down there with the blue glow, and it's just coming up, and then there's the warmer glow coming from Mordramoth, and I love the way that Traherne is depicted here, right? There's so much dignity
And
like
poignance.
Absolutely. Like, what's going on between him and Mordramoth, right? Like, there's a very complicated relationship here because he is, in effect, right, a child of this dragon that's reached so much destruction, right?
And the face of regret
Mm-hmm.
and loss,
Mm-hmm.
and yet still Traherne with the dignity
Mm-hmm.
and the I don't know. I
No,
can't even go into
this
the
is a
whole
great
thing.
piece. Yeah, this is no doubt a fantastic piece. Extremely well done.
Thank you, Landy Locks. We love your work and
Mm-hmm.
continue to share. We hope we'll see more in the future. And with that, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. I think it's terrific that you were here, and I really appreciate all that you brought to the show and all that you're giving us in Expansion Pack 2, which will involve, oh, never mind.
Dragons.
Yeah, or some variation thereof, right? Or something, I don't know. But I'm really glad you're here, Connie, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure. It was so great seeing all the great work by our community. So thank you again.
And I'll just offer a few call outs and a few announcements just to let you know what's going on. First, let's talk about submissions. You know where you can submit your work, I'm sure, but let's start again. In the community corner of the Community Creations division of our forums. You can post it there, or you can go to our Tumblr page, the Guild Wars 2 Tumblr page, and remember to use that hashtag GW2 fan submission, and that gives us permission to show your work on our show. I want to give a word out for a few upcoming theme shows. We talked about those last month, but let's go through them again just because I have so much fun with this kind of stuff. September will be a traditional show. It's our 1-year anniversary. So happy about that 1-year anniversary. Yay! For CSL. And but in October, it will be all Halloween, all the time. Best holiday of the year. Let's go with Halloween. November is going to be Nornvember. Now remember, we saw a lot of Norn this month. Just kind of coincidentally, I think a lot of people were remembering air, and that brought the pieces to mind and brought more submissions. But some months we don't see as much Norn art, and that's a very noble race that we want to be sure to feature. So Nornvember, anything you want to invoke, if it's hair with braids, or if it's battle armor, or maybe it's ale. Who knows? That's Nornvember. And then in December, of course, it's going to be our Winter's Day show. Looking forward to that so much. You can start thinking about the holidays, although the events aren't ongoing. Start thinking about those themes if you'd like to join in. But we will be featuring other pieces as well. It's not exclusively Winter's Day, Halloween, or Norn. Never too early to share, so feel free to add those to Tumblr or to forums. And our next show will be Wednesday, September 28th at noon Pacific. This is a little off our normal cadence. We're usually the 3rd Wednesday of the month, but we're going to be the 4th Wednesday in September. So add it to your calendar or check our Twitch streaming schedule to make sure you don't miss a show, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, keep creating.